Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Tune Kind at 12 frames per second. My name is Deedee Flowers, also known as Deedee, and I'll be playing Jeanette. And with me today is the wonderful, talented, amazing, awesome co-conspirator and their name is.
My name is Blazin. How dare you? How dare you, wonderful, fantastic, marvelous friend of mine who's not getting out of the
Betrayal.
compliments. Oh.
Yeah. And who will you be playing today?
And I shall be playing Pepper.
Yeah.
How about you?
Pepper,
Who are
whom
you
we
playing?
love and adore.
Eh, eh.
Yes, it's a nobody's game today,
It
titled
is.
Moving In and Moving On between the two beans.
Oh, it's such a good game. And Jeanette, hold Jeanette so soft.
Ah, I hold Pepper so soft. I hold them both so soft.
Eh,
They're so good.
yep, yep. And this is taking place after the Mother of All Parties and Dawn of a New Day game, FPS, whatever that technically is. It exists. It's there. But
Yep.
where Jeanette said she wanted to stay and work there a little longer.
Mhm.
And I forgot to
Yep.
ask beforehand if you wanted Jeanette to have a little bit where Jeanette talks to Flora to stay on.
Hmm. I mean, I didn't think about that, but we definitely could if you want
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah, we
have a
could.
little
Yeah,
bit of a quick chat and then like fast forward to like the thing we were planning.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because a lot happened in the last day, but yeah, it was close to the night. But yeah, Flora would think that Jeanette is heading back and whatnot, and want to make sure nothing's missed and gets all the paperwork filed and sorted because nobody's in their paperwork.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
all professional and whatnot. So does Jeanette go seek out Flora, or because she's
Think.
good?
Go ahead.
As you say, it might be the next morning because with everything that happened the day before, I think Guy was probably right in that Flora got no work done that day. It didn't happen. It was a lot.
No, that's fair. I feel like no one got any work done that day. It was
Mhm.
sleeping, it was relaxing, it was compressing from the everything,
Mhm.
and Jeanette was no exception to that.
Yeah.
And
No.
she also needed time to prepare because yeah, she's gonna ask like Flora to do like Flora for this. She's gonna need
Mhm.
to come to prepare herself.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Although I don't know how much Briar and Flora really got to realize Genetic is getting to find out all that stuff and everything, and it's just a lot to deal with.
Mhm.
Though she didn't
Sure
add work
was.
to it, yeah. So that was something at least, just not adding work.
Uh-huh. No, it was a lot. It was a lot
Mhm.
and everything.
Oh,
And
it was. It
yeah.
was. And there were some good things too. There was. Not discounting
Oh yeah.
those, but it was still a lot as well.
It was still a lot, especially for those two.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot in both the good and the bad.
Yep. Yep. It was like everything all at once, and it was just like, oof. But yes, so probably the next morning ish, after it had another peaceful night's sleep, is not on the floor, actually
Mhm.
getting to go to bed because you're not completely exhausted and just, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this starts out if you don't like if you think I don't know if you're thinking the same thing I am, but like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Jeanette is like going to try and approach Flora on her like
Mm-hmm.
trying to approach Flora rather than have Flora come to her.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, absolutely fair. Yeah. Where does she look for Flora?
Um, Probably like in her like probably in the office or like in the garden area. Like guess that's the two places that she's seen like the scene like Flora most frequently.
Yeah,
Like
that's
she's
true.
not going into that room with the mirror.
No, yeah, and that's her bedroom as well, so yeah, doubly
Yeah.
understandable. Many reasons not to
Like
go in there. It's like, go ahead.
just honestly any place close to that room. She's just kind
Mm-hmm.
of like not looking at it, not
Yeah.
going near it, just
Mm-hmm.
kind of giving it a wide berth cuz that was terrifying.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. Although,
It,
in Jeanette's defense, if she hadn't been brave and gone in with the dress on the second night, things would have gone very differently.
true, true, but she doesn't want to think about that right now.
That's also very valid of her. That is exceptionally valid of her. And let's see. I'll actually do a quick roll to see where Flora's at. Uh, one for garden, two for office. Okay, it looks like she's out in the garden this morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think after she probably checked like the garden first because outside plants
Mm-hmm.
calm her nerves.
Yeah,
And
very
yeah.
understandable. She probably sees Flora going to the greenhouse then, because she doesn't know you guys fixed it all up for her. Well, no, wait, she does. She does. She saw that with Guy and everything, but she's still like going over just to like double check everything because it's pretty important, and it's her greenhouse. She likes to take care of the plants and whatnot, and yeah, when she can. It's usually somebody else's job, but she's giving herself a minute this morning to be in the garden and just yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, no, listen. Jeanette understands. Jeanette understands this. But yeah, she probably Flora probably hears a very polite little cough
Mm-hmm.
from behind her.
Okay, yeah, she probably pauses and turns and looks down because she's tall. She's used to having to look down first.
Mhm.
She looks down.
Mhm.
It's like, ah, good morning, Pepper. Was there something you needed?
Oh, yes, there was as a matter of fact. I would like to put in a request. And do you want to look at I'm not even going to make you roll for this. She's reading this over a note card. She's practiced this.
Oh, she's got a note card.
Yes. She's looking up at Flora, but she's also
Yeah,
like she's nervous and you think, "Oh, she's probably wanted to practice this."
yeah. Just, God, I can easily picture it. It's like like when you're doing a presentation and you have your little note cards.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Obviously, the note cards have cactuses on them. Like,
Yes, of course. Little cactus
mhm.
prints on the back. Oh wait, quick question. It's probably not relevant, but is she wearing the shoes?
Yes, yes she is. She likes to feel
Yes!
tall,
Yay! Little bit taller.
just a little bit taller.
uh, yes, what was it you wanted to request?
Well, I had been speaking with Pepper, at, and she had informed me that she had chosen to stay on after one of the original work, one of the original work tasks she had done, rather than go back to No Man's. And if you um would not mind, that is, and she kind of looks down at her note cards again,
Mm-hmm.
like stay on task. I would like to submit a similar request, please, if you're okay with it.
Do you want to roll insight?
Absolutely. Is it just like the D20 or is it like a.
Backslash R and then space,
All right.
I believe.
And then it's just D20?
I believe so, yeah, and then plus whatever modifiers you might have.
You said insight?
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice. Oh, did I not? It's exclamation point D20?
No, no, no. Backslash.
Okay.
Uh, it's The oops, no.
Oh, it's just D. It's just 20 plus. It's just the numbers. Nothing else.
No, no, it needs a D. Where are you typing?
Oh, there it is. Oh no, yeah, it is a D20. Okay,
Yeah, 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 yeah. So backslash
I'm
R
in game
space.
zone, so.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. No, you just did math. You didn't do the D.
Oh yeah, okay.
You almost got it though. You got this, DD.
Okay, there we go.
Oh
She doesn't
no.
say anything.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Understandable. She's a little nervous.
mm, I mean, she would see at least like the basic, like Flora just looks calm and poised. She just blinks, slowly looks to the estate, slowly looks to the greenhouse that was in shambles yesterday, looks back to Jeanette. You wish to stay after everything that happened?
Yes, ma'am. I I know it sounds a bit strange, but I would like to say if that's all right.
Uh, yes, if you wish, I can make a call to Nomans and ask that they extend your employment here.
Oh, I've already filled out the paperwork, a lot of the necessary paperwork. Not that I was assuming. I didn't mean to assume that you would agree or disagree, but just to save time.
Oh, that would save a lot of time actually if I can put a call through and then if you wish to submit the paperwork to them, I'm afraid I don't have a fax machine. They offered to set one up, but as you've seen, the technology here isn't quite the same level as No Man's.
That's fair. Um, yes, that would be good. I can always submit them and or send them in through uh, snail mail.
That's true. Here, might I take them from you? I'm sure they require my signature in some places.
Oh, oh yes, yes, of course. Give me just a moment. And I gotta roll d20,
Mm-hmm.
d10.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna? Yeah, I am. Uh, hammer space. Okay, yeah. She pulls it out of her mouth. For the laugh, like I feel like her mouth just kind of goes into a flat line, and
Mm-hmm.
you do hear it like out of like it kind of spills out like a receipt. Like,
Printer paper for this kid too.
mm-hmm.
It's
It goes
Flora.
back in because it's double sided.
Flora just blinks. There's. It's fine. Oh, this is just happening. This is fine.
Here you are.
I,
Oh, it's not wet or anything. It's just my hammer space.
oh, uh, thank you, Jeanette. Uh, now, as you will be staying on here, you are welcome to continue to use the room you've been staying in, unless there is a different one you would prefer.
Oh, the rooms are very nice. I suppose I am I might. Can I think about it? Do you
Of
want to
course.
roll an insight? Like,
Yeah, yeah, I can roll insight. Hang on, I need to find Flora. Where'd you go? Okay, here we go. I was at Pepper's character sheet. I'm like, wait, now I need Flora. Okay, here we go. Insight. Okay. That's a 24.
yeah, she definitely wanted to take her up on that option, but also she's hesitant. Like, she like, yeah, the answer is yes, but also there's something else keeping her like uh from making that decision, and
Mm-hmm.
like I think like just with because it's a 24, like
Mm-hmm.
you can put like two and two together, and like maybe she's seen like the way like she and Pepper always hang out, but it might have something to do with Pepper. Maybe she just wants to like check in with her or something,
Mm-hmm.
or Maybe
Mm-hmm.
she just like doesn't want to be alone, but it's Pepper. It's Pepper. She wants to talk to Pepper first.
That's fair. That's fair. I think Flora will just give like a small nod. It's like, well, as you know, the most of the other rooms aren't exactly occupied, so there is no rush if you wish to take time in choosing one, or if you change your mind and wish to move a third time. My only recommendation, however, is that you inform the kitchen that you will be staying on so they will know to prepare a second meal alongside Pepper's.
Oh, okay. And that that makes sense. And alongside, do you not eat the same time as Pepper, or
Pepper has more scheduled meals. She likes to. I might be a. Forgive me, a trait of a nobody to eat at certain times.
I mean, we are accustomed to, well, before I mean after everything, we were accustomed to like breakfast and uh lunch and dinner, and I do like to eat snacks sometimes, but do you not eat breakfast, ma'am?
It sometimes escapes me, but I either eat later or earlier or sometimes just have a lunch.
Hmm. Uh
It is not as clockwork, I suppose you could say.
hmm. Jeanette's not going to say anything to that, but there is mayhaps a little bit of a suspicious squint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not sure if this is a tune thing or if this is just her being unhealthy, but I'm not going to say anything because
That's
she's
valid.
doing this nice thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Flora doesn't say anything more than that because to her it's more just like Pepper's employed here. Pepper is supposed to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and she has a better job remembering that than she does. But yeah, so yeah, it's just more her, just eating when her schedule allows than you know. This is breakfast. This is lunch. This is dinner.
And Jeanette's going to file that away for later. Mayhaps she's definitely going to tell Guy about this. She's like, she seems to know more. Guy knows more about these two. Perhaps he can give a better insight. Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's very fair. Very fair. But yeah, and oh, also, do you have money for the teleportation circle if there's anything you wish to retrieve from your place back at No Man's to relocate here?
oh, there. I do need to retrieve a couple of my personal belongings. Not a lot. Um, but yes, that was another thing I was going to ask you about. I have a lot of plants, and I don't mean to impose, but they need a lot of sunlight, and would it be all right if I moved them here, please?
Here's in the room or the garden?
I think they would have to stay in the garden, that or they would have to stay behind. They're the cacti. They need a lot of sunlight, and I don't think there's a lot of sunlight in my room, and I don't think they would do well indoors. And
Hmm. You might want a spot for them in the greenhouse then, as we do experience colder weather and are going into winter.
oh, oh, thank you. That would, yes, I could do that. Thank you so much.
Of course.
She's a I was gonna say going off the 24 off that dice roll before. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she was very worried about her plants, and she's glad that
Mm.
they're getting a good home. Like that
Mm.
was one thing that was like
Mm-hmm.
making her very
Mm-hmm.
hesitant about everything.
That's fair. That's fair. She It's probably the subtlest of smiles. You might not notice it with the five, the earlier. Oh no, you got a six with the earlier roll, but the audience can know it's there. And you can also find one of the rooms that has more sunlight coming in as well. It's not a
Oh,
greenhouse, of
that
course, but there are some with larger windows if you prefer it.
oh um I will think about it. Thank you so much, ma'am. Or I guess I should get used to calling you my lady now. Is that the right one?
Um, It is, but ma'am is fine. I do not mind it.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, ma'am.
And here, and she will reach into her coin pouch, which is not in her hammer space, and she just takes out a bit of gold, counts it out, and hands it to you here for the teleportation circle.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I will. I will move in. I will try to stay out of your way as what with the moving process and not be too much of a burden. And I will do my best um, to make sure that I will do my best here at this job and at this facility, and my best to help Pepper and do best my best to help you, ma'am, and Lord Briar.
Of course. Let me know if
And
there's anything you need.
of course, and if you don't mind, I can still make you dresses if you like. Occasionally, I like to make clothes anyway, so I wouldn't mind.
She kind of like pauses a moment and looks down, and she's wearing the second dress that you, the first dress that you made her, like the more kind of
Hmm.
oceany one with the coral bits. That,
Yeah.
well, actually, I might ask if you wouldn't mind fixing up my previous dress as, and you might remember Guy, the damaged dress in pieces
Oh
that had
yeah,
to be
that's right.
retrieved. It's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would
Wait.
be grateful if perhaps it could be repaired. There's only so much magic can do, and I don't have the appropriate spells. I was going to see if it was possible to send into town, but if
Oh,
you wouldn't
I'll.
mind.
Oh, wouldn't mind. I'll see what I can do. I might need to replace some lengths of the skirt, but like get new fabric for it. But that should be like most of it should be doable.
Oh, thank goodness. It's. I have other dresses now, but I've had that one for a while, and I would at least like to have it back as an option.
I'll see what I can do, ma'am.
Thank you. Be sure to send the expenses to me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will.
Is there anything else you needed?
Oh, no, that was the main thing. Thank you again so much. Thank
Of,
you so much.
of course, I will be sure to fill this out and get it back to you, she says and holds up the paper. And do make sure you have breakfast before you leave.
Okay, I will. She's like I'm gonna do a quick roll real quick just to like, cause I'm like not sure if she would do this or not.
That's right. When in doubt, roll the dice.
Okay, yeah. She looks like she's about to like she's about to skitter off. But
Mm-hmm.
then she kind of pauses and like turns around. And is like, "Ma'am, would you also like to have breakfast?"
Oh, perhaps later. I just need to check the greenhouse first. But thank you.
Oh, well, if you would like, I can assist you. I am very good with plants.
Oh, are you certain? I do not wish to hold you up from your own meal.
It's all right. I don't mind at all. Besides, I find working in the garden very soothing, or at least working in my garden very soothing. Uh, I've never worked with these plants much anymore, but they seem very healthy and very happy.
Yes, I wanted to make sure of that, especially after everything that happened. It's you all fixed it up so wonderfully. I just wanted to give it one more check, just to be sure I didn't overlook anything.
No, I understand. I'd be happy to help you look, and then we can go get breakfast together.
Very well then. And we can both do an investigation check.
Yes.
Or a nature check if that's better, because I do know you're a druid, so. Oh
Yeah,
shit, Flora's doing
nature's a lot better.
alright. Ugh. Well, Flora got a 26.
16.
Nice. Okay, yeah, yeah. Uh, so you managed to get through it all pretty quickly. Like, either working together or dividing it between the two of you. You manage to look over the plants, check some of them. A few of them are probably a little bit rattled, maybe needing the dirt packed in a little more, but despite everything that had gone on, everything seems to be relatively okay. Like nothing more, nothing that it wouldn't. Let me try that sentence again. Nothing that like a little bit of water, a bit of sunlight, and they should be settled down okay.
Yeah, a little bit of TLC.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe if probably a few bruised leaves need trimming, but nothing's wilting. Nothing looks like it's gonna perish in this garden. They'll recover. They'll recover.
Nice.
And yeah, with the two of you, you probably get finished in pretty decent time. So half the time probably, because I mean they between a 26 and a 16, I'd say they get through this pretty well. And Flora dusts off her hands a little bit, casts prestidigitation, get the dirt out from under her nails. Well then, shall we go to the dining room, or I suppose we could eat in the kitchen again. Still can't believe
I
you were here this whole time, eating in the kitchen and not the dining room.
could try the dining room. We could say hi to the kitchen first, though.
Hmm.
They seem very nice. They like it when I say hi. At least I think so. It's hard to tell without an expression.
Hmm. Very well. We shall go then. And you guys actually did eat in the dining room once, but it was in
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
morning
right. I
after
forgot.
everything, and everybody was dead tired. So that's the one time you were in there when you were all like, yeah, we're barely staying up in our
Oh, yeah, when they were
seats.
half asleep and,
Mhm.
like, not coherent. I'm
Mhm.
gonna think, like, oh, yeah, I've never eaten. I'd like to say, like, Pepper Janet's like, oh, yeah, we haven't eaten in the dining room. And then she sees it. I'm like, oh, yeah, we did. That's right. I
Mhm.
was just really sleepy.
Yep, that's fair. Definitely very valid. And
She's like,
mm, mm.
mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I was just laughing.
Oh, fair. And but you guys can stop by the kitchen first, and she will say that ask for. Well, basically, what she'll do is she'll say 3 meals unless Pepper has already eaten, in which case only two are required in the dining room, and then shut the door and walk towards the dining room. And so you're guessing, since it's past when you would have had breakfast, that Pepper has already come and eaten, because there's only
Mm.
2 plates of breakfast on the table.
Oh.
So,
I wonder where Pepper has gone.
hmm,
I'll need to tell her the news.
huh.
And, no, go ahead.
Oh, okay, no, you're fine. She's likely started her tasks for today, but if you have your. I forgot to ask about the sending stones last night when I was handing out gifts. Guy has mine. Pepper may or may not still have her. I do not know where they have all gone. Well, if nothing else, you can try your sending stone, although I suppose who you will get in reply is uh, another matter entirely. Hmm.
Oh, that is a good point. Um, I mean, I suppose I could. I don't mind them knowing. Hmm, and I gonna check my. Like, I don't think I have any spells that were just like specifically for. Yeah, no, I don't. I suppose I could just. It might be better to tell her in person that we're gonna be working together. And she kind of freezes for a second, and
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna like. She goes turns to the floor and says, "Will you excuse me for just a moment?"
Of course. Do not forget to return to eat.
Oh, I won't. I won't. I just need a second. And she's gonna kind of skitter off,
Mm-hmm.
close the door, and not gonna make you roll for this because this is cute.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta hear an excited little, "Yee! I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it!" it, and I get to stay with Pepper, and it's gonna be great. I did it.
Flora just stands there completely confused, just like looking at the door, looking away, then just like smooths her dress out, sits down, pretends like she didn't just hear that. Nothing just happened. She is sitting down here with her breakfast, which has got to be the most fanciest breakfast you have ever seen since, your last breakfast here, which was also very fancy.
Yeah. After she does a little happy dance, Jeanette will come back out. I just wanted to add a cute thing.
No, that is very, very valid of you. And that was very, very cute.
I'm glad.
Also, just because I can. Come on, Discord. Fancy breakfast.
Oh, oh no, fancy. That's oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Very, very fancy breakfast. There we go. A delicate little mushrooms and whatnot. Unless you asked for something specific.
Oh my.
God, it's still hilarious to give guy trying to get the kitchen to make breakfast burritos without specifying what goes in them, and so just this was in the breakfast burrito.
God. I think like as Jeanette's eating this, like with like it's like I think I could just imagine Guy crying over this.
Yes, yeah, I, well, I said I don't understand it, but I think, thinking about it now, it does make sense, I suppose.
It is very delicious.
I'm glad you approve. Although now you mention it, I wonder where he's gone. Likely left with the
He said he
others.
would like to.
Go ahead.
Well, he said he would like to stay and see you, so I'm sure he will be visiting again soon.
No doubt. No doubt. It is strange to think there will be guests here outside of the party.
Kind of roll an insight on that sigh.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Oh, 19. It's. Oh, how to describe it? Hmm. She looks somewhere between, like, it's almost sad, but not quite. There's just like this small smile, almost as if she can't believe it.
Hmm.
Like that feeling where you think you're gonna wake up, but you don't want to wake up, but it's it's actually happening, and she's just like, you get the feeling that, like, especially from her specific choice of words, that people don't visit, people don't come, you know. There's a total of 3 people in this house, and that's, you're guessing, usually it.
I think Jeanette's gonna take another bite of her fancy mushroom breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
swallow it, and said, "Ma'am, do you want a hug? You look like you would like a hug."
Oh, there's. My apologies. There's no need to trouble yourself on my account.
That doesn't answer my question.
No, it does not. You have been spending time with Guy, haven't you?
Yes, he is a very strange influence, but not a bad one.
No, but I I think I might like one small one. Thank you for asking, though.
And she hugs,
Mm.
wraps her tiny arms around the giant woman.
Yeah, she's big. She Flora's hugs are probably still a bit awkward. She's still not used to this, but she tries. Plus, like you said, she's also big. You're small, and she gives kind of like a,
Even in the high heels, she's
yeah.
very small.
She's very small. And she gives a small sniffle and just like, there we go now. Eat. a long day ahead of you. Mm.
Oh,
With
that was another thing. I wanted to
hmm.
know the specifics of some of the duties I'll be doing, but oh, should I ask that later or
Well, that in large part depends on you, as when the nobodies came before, they all had their what they said is their different uses, their different strengths, and the like, and what your jobs here will be will depend largely on what you believe you can accomplish best.
oh, well, I mean, I guess that's a good point. Help, girl, help. Uh, Nobody who's never had choices before is presented with choices.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, Flora's just like taking another bite of her breakfast. It's like I'm not about to give delegate you a job that you are unsuited for. Now then, there will be some general cleaning that Pepper will likely need some help with, but aside from that, there's well, it's a large estate. There's certainly plenty to do.
Oh, that makes sense. Um, right. Um, right. I make I will go help Pepper with the cleaning then, if that's all right. Thank you, ma'am.
Of course, you are welcome. Please give some thought as to which other tasks you would like to be delegated
Right, right, yes.
or designated.
To
I think
think
I might have
about.
got the wrong word. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Uh, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh.
She's Jeanette's kind of still in panicked mode of oh no, I have to make my own job. Oh no. Oh no.
That's valid, and I pet her so gentle, but she at least has time to think about it.
She does. Yeah, she does.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think Jeanette's gonna go scurry away to Pepper and tell her the good
Mhm.
news. And yeah, I don't
That's
know if we
fair.
want to cut to that or cut to like moving days, so to speak, or
Um,
what would you prefer to do?
yeah, well, we could cut to, I mean, this could be movie day if you want. We could cut to her telling Pepper and then, you know, going to move, or it can be the next day.
Hmm.
I do, especially if you want, though, I do want to let Jeanette have her little excited moment of sharing good news.
Oh yes,
Because
yes,
I think that would
absolutely.
be
Listen,
very cute.
we're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm,
Absolutely.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess say Pepper's probably in the library, just like sorting things, giving things a dust down and everything.
Yeah, you hear the Pepper hears the pitter patter of little cactus high heels running into the library. It's like Pepper, Pepper, I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it!
Oh, oh my stars! Wait, you went and did it already? Oh my goodness, you did it!
I did. I saw Flora in the garden and I did it. And she said yes. She said yes.
Oh my stars! I knew she would, but oh my stars! I'm so glad she did. Oh, and you did. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Oh stars. Oh, oh my! I know my shift just started, but I think. Oh, do you think we could celebrate like maybe a little bit? Cause I think that.
Oh yes, yes, we should celebrate. We should
Yes,
celebrate.
yes,
And we did it.
we did. I I don't know how to celebrate. What do we do?
I don't know. Uh, what do we do to celebrate? Uh,
I feel like
I
maybe
think
not
in
throw a
movies I would
party.
see parties, but like I don't want to do another
Yeah,
party. That would be a lot.
yeah, that was kind of my thought. Like maybe not that. Uh, I think I might be
Yeah.
I'll partied out for at least a little bit there.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I want to do that again. What else? What do people do to celebrate besides parties? Food. Oh, we just had breakfast.
We did.
Uh,
They do drinks, but I think it's a might bit early for drinks.
yes, and I don't really like the. I mean, coffee. Coffee. We can do coffee
Oh, what do we? Yeah, well, what do we go do? The nice coffee drinks and yeah,
and pepper cookies.
yeah, pepper cookies.
Yes,
The meat
yes,
cookies.
let's, yes. Let's have the you cookies.
Okay, yeah, let's. Yeah, oh here, let me just put these books back real quick and just finish off the shelf and
Oh, let
uh,
me help you with that.
oh, thank you kindly. And I say they just take a few minutes, finish off the shelf so it's not job half done kind of thing. And Okay, there we go. Oh, I remember. Remember when Sir Johann he put the like the and guy they put the sparkles and the prestidigitation. I bet they have like the flavor and stuff at the coffee place. Maybe. Oh, maybe we could get it with sparkles.
Oh,
Maybe it could be like
oh
celebration
yeah.
coffee.
Celebration coffee. I love it. Yes, let's do that.
All right, let's go. Very excited skittering noises, and they go to the
Yes.
to the coffee place again, and excited
Yes.
nobodies. They they probably get like slight eyebrow raises, but just like excited nobodies, not something you see every day.
Now
It's
listen,
just,
it's cute. They're holding hands again.
mm-hmm,
They get their coffee and their cookies, and
mm-hmm,
it's great.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So so when were you thinking of getting your stuff to move? Do you have stuff to get? Like, oh my stars. Oh, and we got to deliver the paperwork for No Man's, or I guess maybe we could send it in the mail. We don't have to go back to No Man's if you don't want to.
Well, I do need to go back to No Man's for a few things. I suppose I could ask some of my coworkers to send them for me, but it would be a little bit some of them might be difficult. And hey, uh, do you want to roll an insight?
Yep, let me scroll back down to Pepper here.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, one of the downsides is like, oh man, I keep making you switch.
It's all good. I made the offer. It's on me. It is absolutely on me. Plus, your insight is not as good as Flora's, but that's okay. Oh shit! All right, then I rolled a 21.
Yeah,
Well then.
she looks a little embarrassed about something. Uh,
Oh.
like a little bit like uncertain about how to phrase this.
Mhm. Well, I'm sure whatever you've got, we can get it over here right safe and sound and into your new room and such.
Oh, oh, it's yes, I'm certain. I just it's I sort of have sort of have it illegal guarded on the roof.
Oh. Um.
I mean, it's not illegal. It just we wasn't really supposed to put them on there, but they needed it. The plants needed a home, and I just kept adding more and more, and yeah,
Well, maybe we can just like the legally or quietly just move them off the roof before anybody notices. And
yeah. I mean, I mayhaps maybe it's kind of a funny story. I mean, some of my coworkers already know. It's they're kind of the reason they're up on the roof now. I got eating my first cactus when I was getting introduced to things in No Man's, and then I just kept getting more and more houseplants, and then my desk was more plants than desk, and then I was told to move them, and so I moved them on the roof and kept adding more and more. Yeah,
well, I think that's their own fault for not specifying. I think that's a loophole right there, and I think as we found the last few days, loopholes aren't a bad thing, at least when they're in your favor,
yeah.
and I think that was.
I guess that's true. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's the only thing I would want to move quickly. I didn't have many personal possessions besides the ones in my hammer space, just the plants. And I did speak to Lady Flora. She said I could. She said I could keep them in the greenhouse. It was so nice of her.
Oh, that's right, perfect. It's. Remember I mentioned the snow and whatnot. I'm guessing snow ain't good for cactuses.
No, I don't think so. Never seen the snow before though. I wonder what
Oh,
it's gonna be like.
oh, it's right, pretty. It's cold though. You gotta make sure you dress all nice and warm for it. But it's just it's got this quiet sound, and it's just make it crunches underneath your boots, and just I I've seen it. I still not sure how to describe it. It's like 'cause it's white, but it's not like white out. It's like a quiet blanket over everything that just has this kind of shimmer of sparkle to it, and it's just nice.
I think Jeanette's just kind of been staring at Pepper, talking about the snow with a small smile on her face. I can't
Oh,
wait to see it.
well, same. It's not far off now. It's not quite cold enough just yet, I don't think. But I mean, we're at the end of fall, so winter's just right around the corner. Not long now.
Mm. Probably need to get warm clothes then, if that's the case.
Oh, you're right. If you don't have them already, I've I've got a scarf and some warmer leggings and stuff, which is usually pretty good. Although I might need to get a new jacket this year. Maybe get one of those hats too. Hadn't quite thought of that yet.
Hats are nice.
That's true. Although Lady Flora and Lord Briar, they just kind of wear the same thing they usually do. I kind of wonder if Briar just scares away the cold and just stays warm that way. I don't think
I would
that's.
not be surprised.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's physically possible, but I mean, he's a toon, and that wouldn't surprise me either. I'm just throwing that out there. Or he's just
Would make
stubborn
sense for
that would.
Briar.
It would, wouldn't it? Well, I mean, huh? Do do you, oh were you thinking when? Oh my stars! Let me try that one more time. I don't know what happened to my words. Um,
Okay.
I I was just gonna ask if when you were thinking of maybe getting your plans, cause uh, I gotta finish up with the library, but
Oh,
if you
it
needed
doesn't have to be
help.
today. Probably before it gets too cold. But I was thinking of like when I send in my paperwork, asking some of my coworkers if they could move them down. It might be easier if I had someone to help me package them in, and we can, if that is, if you have the time, we can put them in the garden together.
Do you want to roll insight really quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's a dirty 20. Okay, Pepper has started looking nervous and is fiddling her hands together as she holds her coffee cup.
What's wrong?
Well, I just I I I don't rightly know why, but it just even though we were talking about it and everything, it just realized that talking about going back to no man's means well going back to no man's and last time I went there, well,
Oh,
she just kind of like rubs the side of her face, the side the
oh,
star is supposed to be on.
oh, I. No, you're right. That's well. You don't have to. I could I, okay, like out of character. Like I realized. I know you said you wanted to do a possible FPS, like with Pepper going back to Nomads. I don't know if you like. Do you want to set that up now or
Mm.
like?
Well, the No Man's game wasn't like doesn't have to have Pepper going as well. It can just be Jeanette going.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to know, like,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I could play this either one or two ways depending on what you want to do with your character.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair. That's fair. Like Jeanette can absolutely just go by herself and talk to a few people while she's there because she mentioned before about possibly asking about Pepper and seeing into things, and then based on what she finds out, she can be like, you know what? I'm gonna come back here later with other people because I am one
yeah,
nobody.
yeah. Honestly, she probably would come back later with 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 more people,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, with that in mind, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I You don't have to go to No Man's if you don't like. I sort of just meant like, when the plants get sent in, helping me find a good spot for them here at the castle.
She nods at that. I definitely would like helping you find all the nice spots for them and everything. I'm sorry. I don't. It makes sense now. I'm
No,
thinking about it, but I just didn't somehow think we were talking about it. You think that, but no, I just
no,
didn't
it's
realize. I just oh
hey,
stars.
Pepper, it's okay. I I mean, you saw the way I was at the party. I it's strange how it hits you. I I understand. I thought I was okay for a while, and then sometimes something happens that it just brings you back to it,
It
and then you're
does.
scared again. And
Hmm. You're not wrong there. Just rightly sneaks up on you out of nowhere, and I think that's just plumb rude of it, honestly.
incredibly rude.
But but if you're okay, I would very much like to help you find spots in the greenhouse once you get them all back. But I might stay here and just clean the library while you're gone. But I still have a sending stone, and I know you say it's better and everything. But if you need help or something, I can if I can't get myself to go, I can at least ask somebody else to go. I know that much.
Sounds like a good plan. That sounds like a good plan. And we don't have to move the plants right away. Just maybe before it gets too cold. But we have some time before that. And besides, I need to do other things. Uh, Probably need to get coats, and you said you needed a jacket too, and then I'm going to need to get like um, maybe some new stationery for any notes I'll need to take. And Miss Flora said that she wanted me to prepare her dress, so yeah, we need. I will need to get other supplies like in town, or maybe even like things not in no man's before I do anything else.
That's true. Oh, we've got so many places for you to pick from too. Like we could even go back to Little Corner again, or we could go back to that other one, Toontown. That one was a right busy one, but I bet they both have great options for things, and you can find all sorts of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, the town's fine for finding stuff and whatnot, but I don't know. I
I
just like the idea of options.
I like the idea too, and maybe does I don't I've never done or bought clothes for cold weather. Would you mind helping me find something? We could pick out something together.
Oh, I could certainly, gosh darn try.
And you said you needed one too, so you could pick out one for yourself, and yeah, we could go shopping.
Oh, that sounds like a right nice idea. We can either wait till after my shift or we could wait till the weekend. Because we get 3 days off. We got to remember that. We get in a, well, I say it might be a trouble, but you've seen the trouble, and well, considering how other employees were getting into trouble, I'd right take the trouble here over anywhere else.
Yes, I'm still not used to the idea of having 3 days off. I mean, I know we were implementing such things in No Man's, but it still feels strange. Like I should be doing something, but it also feels nice.
It does, doesn't it? Like, I mean, I still do a few little things here and there, but like, I mean, it feels a little different when it's my choice, you know? Like, if I just want to
Hmm.
go top off the plants in the garden with a little bit of water, that's my choice, and I just go do that, or clean my own room and fix stuff up, or go to go to town or something. Just yeah, whatever it is I want to do. Although I'm still required to eat, of course. Kind of got into the habit of that too, just right like clockwork. Makes it easy to remember.
Oh, it is. Hmm. I crap. This is me, the player, forgetting what I was going to say.
No, you're valid. I pet you. You can take a second.
Let's see. Give me a second.
Take your time. Take your time. We have no dash here. I mean, I have to be somewhere eventually in over an hour, so you have somewhat of a time limit.
Oh gosh, it was either going to be about uh, oh yes, food. I
Mm.
think like Jeanette's gonna like kind of bite her lip and say like, speaking of eating and food, um, do I don't know if this is a rude question, but do the Lord and Lady need to eat, or do they just choose not to?
I oh, unfortunately, that's a tricky question because I mean, we don't exactly eat together. So I mean, their tunes. I'm pretty sure they need to eat, and like tunes, they need to eat more than real kind do. And I don't know how that compares to nobody's, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they need to eat. I've known them to eat, and I
Mm,
think at one point they used to have. Flora used to have somebody bring her meals, but I think that was back when real kind were working here, so before me, and then everything kind of changed a bit, and
mm,
no, somebody, there must have been a nobody bringing her food too. It just wasn't me, and it wasn't, part of my job, so I wasn't privy to that much, but there had to have
so
been,
she
and
needs
hmm?
so she needs to be eating, but she's choosing not to. Hmm.
I mean, she might just be forgetting. She has a tendency to work a lot, and I've got
Mm,
my hours, and I got my start and end shift and breaks and everything, but I think she just gets caught up in it all and just to forget lets time get away from her. Maybe I I
mm.
don't think it's intentional. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm guessing for another person here, but
No, that's fair. I just, hmm, I had my suspicions, and
and I rightly don't know
they,
about Lord Briar. He's just not here. Uh, I mean, I assume he eats. I don't
that's
rightly
fair.
know.
I just wonder, because I still plan on talking to Guy. I don't want to unnecessarily worry him, but I think he worries about them already. And if they're
Yeah,
not eating, that might be something I need to tell him.
yeah,
I mean,
that,
not that I'm snooping or anything, but he wanted to know.
yeah, that. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, and uh, I think if we didn't tell him, he'd figure out and worry all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. But
Mm.
yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, I know you said not snooping, but maybe I'll just pay like a little more attention because I mean, I don't want to rat on them and then just maybe I just don't know they're eating because I mean I just eat by myself. I'm used to that, because like workers just eat over here. The employers eat over there, and I figured
Hmm.
we just ate separately. I
That was the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
But and yeah, I just maybe I'll just oh I hate using the word snooping, but I can't think of a better one. But I just
Yeah,
because I do want to be sure, before I worry Guy over anything. Because for all we know, he might show up and they just eat before and after we do. Because
that is very true. Hmm.
I
But
have a
we can investigate together before we
yeah,
say anything.
that we can. I mean, we've got time to do it. You're gonna be here and everything.
Yeah, and I will need to decide what job I want. And oh, I need to decide what job I want.
That's true. You get to decide what position you want to do. What stuff you would. I mean, we can even change it up each day if you want. There's a lot to do.
Yeah, just oh my, how do you decide that?
Um, not gonna lie, it's it's a little bit tricky sometimes, but like it's strange because at first it was almost overwhelming being the only nobody here to chip away at it all, but then it was also kind of nice because I get to just pick whichever and I just get that done and it slowly gets done. And there's nobody to rush me. There's nobody to, you know, say things about how fast or slow I'm going. Like, I mean, sometimes there's stuff that needs to get done sooner, and Flora lets me know, but then, I get that done, and I get told I've done a good job, and then I just go back to everything else, and then that's that.
What if um have you have you ever made a mistake when you were working with Briar and Flora? Did they I mean, not that I think you would never make a mistake. I just how did they act?
Well, I rightly do remember because I certainly made a mistake more than once. I mean, the first time it actually wasn't my fault, and Lady Flora came in and got to the bottom of it, found out whose fault it was. She didn't blame all of us. She wanted to know what happened, who did it, and it was a vase. One of us had just, it was just chance. No matter how careful you are, things just happen sometimes. But we'd bumped it. It fell and broke. I mean,
Oh,
there's no fixing it. Prestidigitation only goes so far. And well, you know the factory standard prints. They don't think to say anything other than the truth about it. And then I'd knocked it myself, but I'd been bumped, you see, and so when I said it was my fault, she asked me why, and then she found out it was an accident, and she just gave this big old sigh and asked that it be cleaned up, and then asked me to fill out the paperwork to get a replacement one. I kept thinking my pay was going to be docked or something to, cover the expenses. Those things aren't cheap. You've seen those vases. Like, that's
they
not.
are. They look so expensive.
They
I
aren't.
can't believe she broke that many.
I know. And then she just had me fill out a report saying, you know, to get a replacement one. And then I had to go take it in and everything. And I don't know who delivered it, but then there was a new one back and it was replaced. And she just said to be more careful and not to be around them too much and just be more careful. And Briar, though,
Huh.
he yells, he gets all loud and shouty, and he wants to know what's going on, what happened, and everything. But I, I wasn't lying when the other day was the only time I'd ever seen that stamp. No matter what mistakes or what had happened, as loud and angry as he got, I didn't even know he had that darn thing.
Well,
And
he he can't do it anymore. I he can't do that anymore. I forgot to tell you that. Oh, I did forget to tell you that. The day I had to get measurements for his shirt for the last day, and um I had made him promise. I made him promise that he wouldn't use it, and we made a deal. So can't do that to you.
you, you did.
Even if he doesn't have the stamp, if he gets a new one, he can't do that to you. You're gonna be okay.
Oh, oh, stars, you didn't have to do that. I mean, you could have just.
Yes, I did. Of course I did.
Oh, stars, but I mean, I don't know. I don't, oh, my stars. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. Oh, my stars. I can't believe you were able to
Okay.
do that.
Neither did I. It was a little scary at first. He's mostly grumpy though. Less scary and more grumpy than I thought.
Yeah, if you make a mistake and if something goes wrong, I think all you got to do is just tell them straight up what happened, and that's it. I think the only because that's the thing. Most of the stories I heard was when there were tunes and real cons working here. He'd been in a right sort of rage before, but I don't know if that's just gossip or what. But I mean, nobodies. We don't lie. We don't do that stuff. I mean, well, I mean, I'm sure there's some nobodies out there who lie and whatnot, but it's just,
Hmm.
I think like,
Oh, there definitely are.
but he would leave, he would get angry, he would come back, and then just, like you said, just be grumpy, and then, like, I mean, aside from the stamp, he never seemed like he would hit somebody. If anything, he would always get angry and keep back from us, almost like he wanted to make sure he wasn't too close.
That's well, it's good to know at least. That was one thing I was a little bit worried about. I know that I know that they I know things are different here, but sometimes it's harder to believe it until you hear it from someone else, you know?
No, I rightly get that. I mean, as you know, this wasn't my first job, and it took me remembering that too, thanks to Sir Clarstein. But I didn't come about after the Revolution. I've been around before that. I've had worse jobs at this. I've had people yelling in my face, throwing around all the paperwork I just done did and sorted, and saying all measure of things and throwing me out on my ear, which I mean I don't have. I don't know how they manage that, but I don't know if the bar's just really low or if it really just isn't that bad here. I mean, they give me
I don't
food
know.
here. Like, I don't even have to.
They do.
Yeah, I don't even have to pay for my own lunch. I get 3 meals and a place to sleep. Like, I don't have to sleep in a hotel out in the town. I just. There's a bed, there's food, like. And you've seen how fancy this food is. Like, I can't afford this food outside of here.
No, that's true. I Food is so fancy, and I still can't believe Lady Flora let me. She, I was just gonna ask her like let me keep my plants in like. Well, I still can't believe she agreed to let me keep the plants outside in her garden. Like I just was gonna it in the greenhouse. I just was gonna keep them in little pots like to the side away from the other plants.
I guess. I just. Right? Like, I mean. Oh, stars above. I don't.
So
Maybe it's
confusing.
both. It is. I've been here all this time and it's confusing. Couple of years now, and I'm still. Oh, then again, I guess I am remembering them too. That is still a bit weird, but I mean, I guess that makes sense, especially with, well, you know, that didn't help anything.
Yeah,
Just as it kind of like
I
rubs a
imagine
hand
it
to her
didn't.
face again.
I imagine it didn't.
Well, I remember now though, and that's the main thing. Although I am glad that even though I forgot, I didn't leave because I mean, oh, I can't imagine being there with all that going on and then having to work somewhere else. And I mean, since the revolution, maybe it's not as bad anymore, but I mean, why go through all that if you don't have to and just keep on here?
Hmm. Yeah, you want to roll an insight?
Yes. I forgot the D.
I was gonna say that's impressive, but yeah,
Yes.
not
That is
quite. But
math. Oh, that's a 13.
math. Huh.
Yay!
Well, it's better than 10.
Yes.
Uh, choose like I think Pepper sees something
Mhm.
like kind of pass across Jeanette's face.
Mhm.
when she says something like, "Oh, like I'm glad I didn't have to be there for all that."
Mhm.
Something passes across her face. I don't think you could determine what
Mhm.
necessarily, but
Maybe not.
something about the way you phrase that, about the idea of like
Mhm.
leaving, bothers her.
Yeah. Well,
Not
Jan.
her leaving,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
something.
No. Well, Jeanette did share some of that with Pepper though. So when they went to get breakfast that one time, and
Yeah,
she could
yeah,
probably
she did.
guess at least a little bit. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah. I would just like with the 13, like something that she said bothered her, but I think
Mhm.
yeah, with what she knows, she can connect the dots. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I should have. Oh, I didn't mean to put it. Oh, I'm so sorry. That
oh,
was. Oh, that was darn rude of me. I'm.
oh
Oh.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm glad you weren't there too. It was really scary.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just luck too. Like I could have been there like everybody else who was there, but if I hadn't had a job here, then well, even that didn't keep me right safe. I just missed the revolution. I just ended up being called back at a different time, and well, you know how that went.
Hmm. I guess I'm just grateful that you're here now and that I get to know you and see you now.
Me too, 'cause and I get to be me, which, well, I mean, uh, well, you know, I'm just, well, I mean, it's, uh, she just like fumbles a bit and just kind of like rubs at her face a little bit, and the star probably flickers in and out for a brief moment, and well, I
Oh,
mean, you know, it's just, oh my stars, I think I'm rambling. I actually don't know if I was going anywhere with that, and she just like nervously sips at her coffee.
it's okay. It's a rambling sort of day.
I rightly think it is. But yeah, oh, we were going somewhere with that. Oh, yeah, you need to pick out like what things you want to do around the estate, and then when you want to go buy stuff, and 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 when you
Hmm.
want to go get your plants, and I'll make sure that I have time to help you find spots for them in the greenhouse.
I like that. Maybe could do at least we could get winter clothes over the weekend, and
That's true.
that would be nice.
I
And
think so too.
maybe you could show me more around the castle, and we could figure out like what things need to be done, and I could help out with those.
I think that's a right great idea. I think it's safe to say we got ourselves a plan.
I think we do.
And I think after that is maybe like a little montage, just like they finish their coffees and their cookies, and they maybe finish cleaning up the library and whatnot. And
Mm-hmm. No, dusting shelves and etc.
because you got to maintain those books. It's a big fancy library, and it's not going to stay big and fancy if it's covered in dust.
Yes, no, that is fair.
Mhm, mhm,
But also, please consider
mhm.
fashion show, being winter fashion show.
Being winter fashion, so they go to get the outfits, and it's that shopping montage of where they're standing like in front of the mirrors and whatnot, and wearing different little
Yes.
outfits and everything. And there's the sweaters, there's the knitted jumpers, there's the
Mm-hmm.
hoodies and
There's
everything.
the yeah, there's the muffs and like the big hats and like the
Mhm.
cozy boots.
Mhm.
Like no, they
Mhm.
just like try out like in the search for trying to find like a good winter jacket, like they just end up like mini fashion show, and it's
Mhm.
very good.
It's just like a pile of clothes, and Pepper's just a little baffled and confused. It's like, well, this is more than I was expecting. I mean, not that that wasn't fun, but I don't think I'm rightly gonna buy all these. Maybe just one or two, but oh, they're also nice. How
I
do you
agree.
pick?
Oh, I agree. They're all so pretty. I've never had like I've only ever had the one outfit before, and then I had the two outfits, and then I I think I might have overdid it, but they're all so pretty.
Aren't they though? And you can have colors if you want too. Like you don't have to stick with the black and white. It's kind of like mine. And she just kind of motions to herself a little bit because I'd have to dig for her character sheet. I don't remember where I saved it, but she should have some. I do believe she has some color in her outfit. So
Yeah, she's got that apron, I think,
she
if I
doesn't have
remember
an apron.
correctly. Oh, she's not an apron.
No.
There's maybe it's like I just remember something with ruffles. Like,
No, yeah, here we go. I found it. Here we go. I found her.
oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go. Discord, if you could say. There she is.
Ah, there she is. There she is.
Yay!
Okay, that's why I remembered the ruffles. It was a skirt. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's very valid. Yep, yep, yep.
Oh, look at the bean.
The bean. Very nervous bean.
It's a nervous little bean.
But yes, in a new outfit now, and but yeah, she's like you could get colors and whatnot too.
Mm.
Especially the leggings. The leggings seem to have a whole variety of patterns and colors. I wasn't
Oh
expecting all
wow.
this.
I think I'll stick with the black for now. Oh, I think too many choices will be a bit too much.
That's right,
Maybe,
fair.
hmm, maybe one thing in green.
That could be cute. You could have some green leggings, maybe, or green winter socks that could go with your high heels, and they won't be cold if you wear them.
Ooh, those would be pretty. I wonder. Hmm. Do you think there might be leggings with cactuses on them?
Oh, I bet there is, and if there isn't any here, we can go to. Oh, I bet Toontown would have something like that.
Oh, oh, we should look. That I would like that a lot.
Yes, let's go. And there's just like this quick, like scene swipe where it's like, whoop, and
Yes.
there's probably. I'm willing to bet there's just like this. They find this little niche clothes shop that is just cactuses.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
She gets those cactus leggings.
Mm-hmm. And there's probably like remember the cactus socks I sent you a picture of?
Yes.
There's probably those too.
Yes. Absolutely. So she's got sparkle eyes as she finds these socks and leggings
Mm-hmm,
and all
mm-hmm.
this good stuff.
Yes, all the good stuff. Oh, it's so soft. So good.
Soft.
Yeah. Jeanette probably finds some in like some pink and yellow, but is she maybe finds like some leggings as well or socks that has like little stars on them and whatnot. Because she sees Jeanette getting
Yes.
like cactuses and she's like, well, maybe I'll get stars. Why not?
Yes. I was gonna say like yeah, like Jeanette will like absolutely like encourage
Mm-hmm.
Pepper to get something for herself, like
Oh, she'll
maybe
probably
get that hat she was talking about.
yeah, she'll probably get like one of those like it's like a knitted beanie, and it either has like stars
Oh,
or snowflakes on it.
oh, oh, that's so good.
Eee. It's a little
Yeah,
beanie, just for her little head.
little beanie for
Hmm.
her little head.
Yeah. Well, she'd probably ask Jeanette if she wants to get a beanie too.
Oh yes, listen, absolutely. She's like she sees the hat, so her
Mhm.
eyes go sparkly. It's like it looks so cute. Oh, oh, it looks so cute. I think I'm gonna find one too.
Mhm. Mhm. I'm willing to bet she does. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
ah, the only downside to these is it's not quite cold enough to wear them, but when it does get cold enough, I reckon we'll be nice and toasty warm.
I agree. Oh, I just found the perfect hat.
Oh, oh,
All right, hang on, hang on. I posted in Game Zone.
yeah. Oh, I think I found one too. Oh, that's so
Green bean.
cute. That is absolutely a cactus. Oh my gosh. I was thinking maybe something like this for Pepper because it looks somewhere
Oh,
between stars and
yes.
snowflakes.
Yes, that's so cute. I love it.
It is. It's so cute. Either
Mm.
that or like one like this because it's got a little pom pom on it. So.
Oh, yes. Listen, Pepper
Oh
deserves
no!
a
Wait.
little
Here we
pom pom
go.
hat.
Hang on. Here we go. So yeah, like the first one, but just with a pom pom on it. There we go.
Yeah, little pom pom hat.
Yeah. And they get their little hats and everything to take back to their rooms and tuck away for now. But there's coat hangers to put things up on. There's drawers to put clothes, and Jeanette now
Mm-hmm.
has a little bit more to her wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
And we could say like while they were
This.
out, Jeanette was able to pick up like the extra fabric she needed to help repair the dress.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, she does that, and she's like, feel like she just like is internally so pleased just for having like she not like she doesn't just get to like create fashion. It's like she gets to have her own fashion that
Mm-hmm.
someone else made.
Yep, it's true. She can afford it. She can buy it. She can wear it and
Mm-hmm.
look like the best not a lady out there.
Yes.
The good bean.
The good
God.
beans.
So did we want to hop to Jeanette going back to No Man's and getting the paper from Flora and whatnot?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'd say that like Flora gives just catches Jeanette at a point and gives her the filled out paperwork and has said she's called ahead to let them know she's coming and that everything seems to be in order and just whenever
Yep.
she can wants to get it done at her earliest convenience.
And now it's official.
It's official.
It's
It's
official.
official. So, oh, what does Jeanette do? She has the money for the teleportation circle from Flora already, and she just has to go. And yeah.
Hmm. This is me, the player, like being uncertain, but like,
Mhm.
and also like because we need to like, I might need to chat with Fable over this, but
Yeah.
hmm,
Well, I mean, do we want to
time to
see if
move her
Fables?
illegal garden.
I was gonna say we could try and pester Fable, see if we can drag him in real quick.
We could. I just like I don't know like if we want to like turn this into like I know you have an hour like you only said you have about an hour so like I don't want it to turn
Yeah.
into a thing.
No, that's fair. Yeah. Well, actually, if you want though, we could like cut it a little bit here and just like have it set up for like when we can grab Fable, so we don't go on for too long
Ooh.
because we've already gone for like an hour and 20 minutes, which is fine by me. I don't mind, but like we could have it set up here and like because Jeanette could like maybe grab Guy and be like, hey, could you help me grab my stuff from No Man's maybe.
Yes. Help me move my illegal garden.
Mhm. Mhm. And then yeah, then I could just like give you guys the little tidbits of information that you would get when you went there if you ask any questions and whatnot.
I would be down for that.
Yee. Well, in
Yeah.
that case, then, do we want to wrap this up here, or is there anything else you
Yeah.
wanted to do?
Um. Yeah, that pretty much covered what I wanted to do, but I do have a word picture unless you have something in mind. Like
No, no, go ahead, go ahead. I'm curious.
I just feel like maybe like after like by the time like the letter has been sent
Mhm.
it's getting just a little bit colder and
Mhm.
like she's standing maybe outside with Pepper
Mhm.
and they just start to see snow falling.
Yeah, just like little
Yes.
tiny flecks of snow start coming down.
Yeah. And Jeanette just kind of gasps and like kind of points to the snow and like kind of gestures at Pepper. It's like Pepper, look.
Oh, oh, it's here. It's finally here. Oh, oh, there's this thing you have to do. Oh my stars. I've seen other people do. Okay, this I admit this might look absolutely ridiculous, but You gotta go with me on this one. See, you gotta look for one. You gotta see where it's coming down, and then you gotta go, and then you gotta stick his tongue out. I
Oh,
got. Oh no, that got my nose. Well, I don't have a nose, but
oh,
got me on my not nose. You gotta
oh,
try catch
let
it
me
on your
try.
tongue.
Let me try.
Okay.
Let me try. I got it. I got it.
Oh, you got it. Almost. You got it. First try.
It melted. It melted.
It does almost. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again. Okay. Okay.
Oh
I
yeah,
got.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
Oh,
you
that gets me every time.
got it.
That gets me every time.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. And I think they just kind of like it kind of like zooms out of them like trying to catch snowflakes on their tongue as
Mhm.
like the snow falls
Yep.
all pretty
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
and yeah, it just zooms out on Jeanette's first winter with Pepper.
Yeah. Oh, I hold them so soft.
I do too. Thank you
Well,
for doing this with
no
me.
worries. Thank you for asking. This was so much fun. Ended up being equal time, I think, between Flora and Jeanette and Pepper and Jeanette. I don't mind. It was all good and it was all so soft. And thank you for asking. Good. Thank you to our listening audience. Thank you, Comet, for being here. I give you
Yes, thank you, Comet.
hugs. And thank you to our future listeners. I give you all hugs as well. I hope
Yes.
you all have good time zones. Take care. Bye.
Bye.